What's going on, guys? Your boy HQ420 here. Welcome y'all back. Another episode of Beyond the Cube. We are back. 3-week hiatus. Corey had a little bit of action in the past 3 weeks. We had Thanksgiving as well. Okay. But Corey had some action, some Miami action. He didn't get to meet the hoes, unfortunately. He
So
wasn't there for the
going to
hoe training,
Miami.
but
So
it's all
here's the
good.
deal. Let me discuss like how this shit works, because like I obviously I do Kennedy work. I get booked to talk about Kennedy, and the biggest shows I've done have been Myron's show and Jake Shields' show, and it's when I do these shows in the studio, it is an extremely inconvenient financial transaction, basically. So Jake paid for my hotel and stuff when I got out to Vegas. I just bought the flight. I got it pretty cheap. That was doable. Didn't cost me a ton. This time I was in Florida for like a motherfucking week. Homeboy said he was going to reimburse me on my fucking ticket, never did. So I ended up laying out like $1,000 that I couldn't afford. So that's what I take away from Miami fucking trip. That's what I take away from all these trips. Like I'm not a baller. I ain't got all kinds of money to throw around. And motherfuckers want me to come on their show. Shit, y'all need to start writing me checks. That's how I gotta say it.
Oh, you guys get some compensation, baby.
I sold a
Well,
bunch
I
of
guess
books.
I guess the exposure.
I sold like 40 books.
Exposure is compensation.
Well, not really. It doesn't balance. It doesn't
You
ever
almost
balance
break
out.
even.
You would think that I did a show and you get like over 100-something thousand people watching the show. I should sell like 100 books, right? Like that's like
Mm-hmm.
0.1%. I sold 40 books, which is okay, but motherfucker didn't compensate me
Right.
for my. It didn't even pay for my trip. So that's the frustrating part of when I do that shit. So he wants me to come back in February. We'll see about that.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, huh, it's like, but I need some action because you know
Here's
we
the
out
bottom line.
here.
At the end of the day, it's about that dollar bill. It's all about that dollar bill at
Right.
the end of the day. You know, all of, you get a show, you get 1 million people watching, you don't make 10 cents. It did you no good. So
This is true. This is true. You ain't told no lies there.
I care more about the
Especially
dollar
seeing
bills than I
how
do about the fame, for sure.
yeah. Well, especially seeing how this is in fact your livelihood. You see, I mean this is your job. I mean that's it.
I know that's a painful reality.
It's a painful reality. Man,
I dig my
it
ditch deeper
hurts.
every year.
Well, well,
No,
hopefully
if
the
it wasn't
ditch
for
doesn't
Chris, my
get.
business partner, and the business that we run doing the other podcast stuff, I'd be a broke ass motherfucker. Let me tell you, I could not live on
Oh,
the money
okay,
I make just on my own work. It's a fact. So
gotcha. Hey, well, hey, we all need a little help. We all need a helping hand out here.
well,
Hey,
here's the
look,
deal.
I'm not above help.
One of these days, I'm going to get a licensing deal, and I'm going to license my book to someone with some loot who's going
Okay,
to make a movie out of it or something, and it'll all have been worth it. But until that day,
where there you go.
that's the goal. Really, the
What?
licensing is where the money's at. If I can license the book to a hell, if I can license it to another publisher, hell, I even talked to Myron about licensing my book to him to put out for the next version, because the next version is going to be a mammoth. And so, but yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to start licensing my stuff for them, because that's where all the real money is. I don't have the
Mhm.
reach, and I don't have the finances to get the reach. So it's a very frustrating career path I chose. I hope I chose it and that it didn't choose me. So
Fate led you here.
fate led me
Isn't that
here.
what they say? Isn't that what they
Yes,
say? Something like that.
everything I did in my life led me right to this moment with you, Cube.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it said a lot of times you meet fate on the road you took to avoid it. There it is. It said, "Hey, I ain't going down that path." Then the path you took you right back to your fate. You're like, "Damn it! How the hell did I end up here?" All right. Now, I would like to say that we make our own fate, and in some ways we do, but some ways we don't. Or I guess technically we do. So let's say it's like, well, I left the house a little bit later, so I got caught up in that 12-car pileup. You know, if I
Right, but
wouldn't
here's
have
the
forgot
deal.
something, yeah.
Every
Okay,
single
okay. Let me
every
know.
single decision we make is nothing more than a reaction to a previous stimuli. Every decision. And so
Okay.
we can't often control the stimuli. And so therefore, from the moment of our birth, it seems as though every single thing we've done, every decision we've made, um, is inevitable. Like there is no, you can't take the left turn when you take the right turn. And why did you take the right turn?
Mm-hmm.
You took the right turn because every decision you made in your life up to that moment told you that the right turn was the way to go. So therefore, it was never possible to take the left turn. Therefore, every decision we've ever made has been inevitable, no matter how much we wish we could go back and change it. Because trust me, lately I've been thinking there's a lot of things I'd go back and I would change that one decision. You know, I probably got half a dozen of them, but I don't think it's obviously not possible from this point. Therefore, was it ever possible? And I don't know that it ever was. So
This is true. What they call that? Yeah, 2020 vision in reverse.
right,
If we're
2020
thinking
hindsight.
about, yeah, hindsight. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. Um, and so that's unfortunate. You know, you think of potential mistakes, or maybe not mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should have made that mistake. The so-called mistake could have led you to greater things. We don't never know.
Right.
All right. But I wanna crush this notion that you can be whatever you want to be. That's a flat lie. No.
It's too
That's the
late for me to
biggest
be a
lie
porn star, my
perpetrated.
friend.
Well, I mean, I guess you could technically just create your own page right now. Now, whether you be a star or not, I'm not sure. Now, you be involved in porn, but a star, okay, that's a loose term of what we got here. All right, we're gonna use that term loosely. It's like, hey man, you're a porn star. It's like, well, I'm just more like in porn. I'm not so much of the star aspect. Like I just do it. You know what I'm saying? I've pretty much, put my dick on the internet and I've embarrassed myself, for the next however many years. So somebody be able to go back and check my work. All right. And so now I feel like I was doing some pretty work. Now here's the issue is that you'd have to find women who would want to do you on camera. And you have to find like a hot woman. That way you can make some money. Now you're gonna have to cut her in. All right. I don't know. I don't. Dick really doesn't have much capital value.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? Yeah, it's just unless it's extremely large, it doesn't have much capital value. Okay, I mean, it's just like, and it's just extremely large, not because it's allegedly is going to feel better. It's just that it looks better in a camera on camera. All right. Uh, but I've always said that don't. And nobody really wants to see it. Okay, unless they're getting into an intimate act. But the only time I see people really pull it out is when it's in public or show it off is when they have the gay parades. For some reason, the men walk around with their sack out. I'm just like, well, why now? And it's acceptable.
I can't see that as being very attractive to anybody, like at all.
Yeah, yeah, but it's acceptable then. They'll just be walking through downtown, and I'm like, is there not some type of policy on public nudity? Like, I mean, it's like, I think there's a policy on that, right? Am I wrong?
I think there's a thing
I don't.
called the law.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, well, they always said, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ain't saying nothing about no pants. I always wondered about that. I was just like, so if a man comes in here and his balls are out, he got a shirt and shoes on, though. Like, I guess technically he's within
Well,
the
I think
law.
there's an assumption you got pants on.
Okay. If you got the shirt and the shoes, you definitely have pants. So that's the first thing that they have.
Unless you're one of these fucking hoe influencers who does that shit. They go in the restaurant with the short skirt and no panties for the clicks.
Oh no! It's the one that no, you got the one chick who goes in different places and she pulls the panties off and leave them.
That's just weird, man. I like some stank
She
ass
pulls
girl
the
panties
drawers
just as
right
much
off.
as the next guy, but that's weird.
Yeah, well, you see, I thought I was interested in him until I figured out that I was just wanting a punani, and so I became uninterested in him. It's all lingerie and all that stuff. And I was like, hold on a second. I mean, I'd rather you not even worry about that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't need that extra stuff to quote unquote arouse me. When I'm seeing you naked, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I mean, like that's it. It's just like, oh, it'd be seductive and all this stuff. It's like, oh, you ain't no fun. I know, and that's okay though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to get things done. All right, and I don't want to, dilly dally with all this other stuff that I got to get through. All right, I'm here for the action. Yeah, but that's one of the what we got, eight mysteries of the world, nine mysteries of the world. I guess we can put the gay parade, men having their dicks out. That's the 10th mystery of the world. I guess and it being acceptable and nobody saying anything. Police don't stop them or nothing. I mean, ain't an outcry or anything.
Bro, you walking around
So
with your balls out, anything can happen. You get hit by a loose branch, you're fucking they're all riding bicycles out there, and so you might burn your nuts
yeah.
on the bicycle seat. Like, there ain't no benefit to having your balls out. None.
I mean, I don't even quote unquote just want them out at the house. You know what I'm saying? And I be at the house by myself. I just don't want them hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Let's cover these things up. I mean, let's get serious. I mean, come on now. I don't even want to see him hanging out. So I mean, if I don't want to see him, I know I ain't just trying to flaunt it around in public. It's just like it's about decency. All right, that's the number one thing. Can we have some decent human beings out here? The answer is no. All
The
right.
answer is no.
Yeah, the answer
Shit.
is no. Okay. So I mean, you know, it's all good. But back to your money talk, Corey. They're about to help you out right here shortly. The Trump administration. Let's see, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Is that how you say his name? Besant
Yeah.
said working Americans will soon get very large refunds up to $2,000. So Corey, you could have 2K coming your way.
I ain't getting it. And I won't even take it if I could get it. Because one day when they come for me for not paying taxes, I'll be like, well, I didn't even take your $1,200 handout or your $2,000 handout. I didn't take none of that stuff. So you can put that on my credit.
Corey, you got to take this money.
I ain't taking no money. I don't take money from the government. I ain't no fucking communist.
Look, they say we're going to give you this money. Come hook or crook.
How about
Send us your
how about
cash
not
app.
charge me taxes and that's good enough? I'll probably
We
owe
can't
this
do
year
that.
about $3,000. So just keep that too, and I'll owe you on the 1,000.
We can't do that. All right.
Okay, so it don't make sense. Let's do some basic math here. Let me bust out the calculator. All right, we got, let's just say 350 million Americans. Let's say out of those, let's just go down. Let's say 250 million are going to get it.
Mhm.
Times 2,000. Okay, so that's a 5 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 zeros. Let me see, that's 100 million. That's $5 trillion, dude. They ain't giving that fucking nothing. I don't know what the fuck people are dreaming about $2,000 fucking. Fuck you. Not happening. That's a fuck ton of money. It ain't giving that shit no fucking line. I don't want to talk about it.
What's
Stupid.
what's the problem?
It's too much money. We ain't got that money. We're never gonna have that money. Why don't you just pay down the fucking debt?
Look, the debt is there not to pay. All right, not to pay down. That's not why the debt's there. Okay. Because there's no way to pay. At the end of the day, everybody gets too big for their own britches. Every empire gets too big for their own britches. It's a perpetual cycle. The empire fails, it gets redistributed. We start from scratch. We have a system that works. And then it's like, hey, I want to do a whole bunch of shit with money I ain't got. So let's create this debt cycle again. Because it worked last time. Like we just continue to do the same thing. I mean, every single empire, it's just like it's automatic. And a lot of times the reason it is because we've got this concept in our mind that you can just continue to expand into infinity. And so if you didn't have that concept, then you would be okay. Most of these, to be honest, most of these companies and corporations, if it weren't for government subsidies, some bitches would be shut down.
That is true on a lot of fronts. So I recently watched a video on YouTube about how the Reagan administration fundamentally changed Wall Street forever, and how prior to Reagan, it was all about a company earning money doing its business model, and how much money they would make would determine stock price pretty much, and people would buy in, and everything was pretty balanced. But that changed under Reagan, and basically corporations then found that there was a law passed, and it gave the corporations the ability to buy back their own stock, and that kicked off a whole new era of corporate America, where profits for the shareholders became more important than even the product they were making for the customer. And that is held pretty much across the board. I mean, look at companies like Netflix. Netflix didn't make any money for like 20 years. They lost money for like 20 years, and their stock went through the fucking roof. That doesn't make any sense at all. And so,
Right, which we're going to be talking about that in our main topic, the Netflix, Paramount, Warner Brothers bidding war.
this is all Omnicorp.
Soon to come. Soon to come. Soon to come.
This is just leading us to Omnicorp, like in fucking RoboCop, the one world corporation government, where you got your fucking your leaders and your toilet paper came from the same company. That's basically where we're fucking going. Every product was made by Omnicorp, and they were your government.
Which toilet paper we got? Which toilet paper we got there?
Omnicorp toilet paper.
Yeah, maybe it's double ply. Is it the 1,000? You think it might be? You see, back in the day, we used the Scots. You heard of the Scots?
I use Scots. Scots is a good
sheets of Scott ass wipes.
Scots is a cheap one, and it's a good one. I made the mistake of buying I bought some Kroger brand toilet paper a couple months ago, and holy fuck, dude, I've never in my life thrown toilet paper in the garbage because it was so bad. But this was like worse than the shit at like stadiums. That shit that's like thinner than a goddamn newspaper. You got to take like fucking 50 feet of it.
Yeah, here's the issue though. The issue is not the fact so much that it's thin, because I can roll enough to where I've got something sufficient. It's the fact that it doesn't cover your hand. That's the issue. So your hand, like I've got a small hand, and the toilet paper covered that much of my hand. I'm like, dog. I mean, y'all need thicker sheets, man.
You think there's some motherfuckers out there trying to wipe with one sheet, one little square? You think there's motherfuckers who do that? Maybe women can wipe their pussy with it, or one square, but like you ain't going for the back seat. You got to get like 10 squares.
Oh shit! I'm trying to find a nigga who tries to wipe with one sheet. I want to find where your ass at. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm economic with my toilet paper." Hold on, what that mean? that means like 2 rolls, right? They're like you got your initial roll, and then you got your second roll as the barrier. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, they said there ain't no way, man, to put 3 fingers on it, and no, Bo, you going through that. You going through that.
Once upon a time, we was a proper country. We had real toilet paper. Not no more. Now right. It's all about shareholder profits over wiping your ass. I did look up one time. I looked up one time the most expensive toilet paper in the world, and it was gold. It was like gold. It had gold foil sewn into the toilet paper. You wipe your ass with gold, basically. It was like $800 a roll.
Now we're getting stupid. I'm gonna go. You get your ass whooped for your damn toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Niggas come to your house and they'd be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna go use your bathroom, and they'd be like, hey, man, I got to go. Man, I got diarrhea, man. I don't want to be here just fucking your toilet up. I say, I mean, I understand. You go in there, all your rolls of toilet paper gone. So, hey, man, where my toilet paper go?
I never used no Angel Soft. Angel Soft, I never used none of that.
Yeah, Sig said the Angel Soft was that good stuff. When I grew up, it was all Scots. 1,000 sheets of ass wiping. per roll. The Scots, sheets ass wipes. And look, it was fine. All the boys in college, when my mom would come up here, she would take me to Sam's Club and buy what I needed in bulk. And so I would get the bulk of the Scott's ass wipes, and all the boys on the third floor were at. They roll over if they needed a roll. They knew I had a roll. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you go to Sam's Club, you get you about 40 rolls for about $10. I mean, back in 2004 and 5, I don't think it's that. I think it's more than that now. But I heard Angel Soft is some good stuff. I'm not one of these guys who's overly particular about it. I'm not hanging out in the bathroom that long anyway. I'm trying to get in there and get it done. Now, I do know some fellas that I'm concerned about, okay? Because when they go in the bathroom, they're in there for too long of a time 20, 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, no, it's not what you think it is." I say, "No, I don't think you're playing with yourself. I think you might be gay, because you in there and you got your butthole wide open and exposed for that amount of time. So that mean, I mean, I think you're used to that. You know what I'm saying?
Some of these weird motherfuckers going and bringing a newspaper in there with them and shit. Like, wait, you gotta fucking be there
No,
long enough to
sir.
read a book? Fuck off.
Yeah, no, sir. Folks they go in there and be looking at their phone. I'm like, dog, I'm looking to drop and get out. I'm not looking to make this a day a TikTok session. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm scrolling. But they be going there and scrolling and they have their butthole just fully exposed. I'm like, I know you fag adjacent, okay? I'm just letting you know, man. You fag adjacent, man, because you like to let it linger open like.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I froze up for a second, but that's okay. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, the algorithm is like, oh, now, Q, be careful now. A lot of us like to go in there and like to spread open. I mean, I see what it's they're doing. Okay, Sig said that's what the bidet's for.
So I'm still scared of
I
the
don't
bidet.
know.
I ain't never used one. I'm scared of it. Some water shooting on my asshole feels conceptually it was weird. I don't know about that shit.
Yeah. I feel like I'm being violated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just got to be honest, man. I just don't want anything else like around there doing
And
any type of
get up
action.
off your fucking toilet and go sit on this other thing and wash your ass. Is that how this where you have to move toilets? A real bidet is
No,
a
they got.
separate thing.
Well, I think they got the ones that you can put in the toilet, like it's an accessory, toilet
It
accessory.
seems like you're half-assing your shit. Like I don't know, man. That's weird. I don't want to do it. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna do it.
yeah, but I mean, it seems like a little much for me. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I had one boy tell me one time. I said, "Man, why the hell did it take you so long in the bathroom?" I mean, like folks are waiting for the bathroom. They're like, "Dude, man, hurry up and get out of there." He's like, "Oh, well, I was constipated and had diarrhea." I said, "Dog, you can't have both. You can't be constipated and have diarrhea at the same time." I'm like, dog, just tell me that you was just sitting there with your asshole open. Don't tell me you constipated and got diarrhea at the same time. Diarrhea, that means you go in there and you immediately drop and you get out. Now you might have to go back, 5 minutes later, but you ain't got no problem releasing. Constipated means that you in there, you holding the walls and you straining. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw a hook out there. Like when they throw the hook out to a hook to the side of the building and pull up the side of the building. That's what you got to do, and really latch down on this thing. So I mean, boys be cutting up too much. All right, the bathroom stuff is it's getting out of control. All right, there's no doubt about it. And you know, I remember back when we had the toilet paper apocalypse. I know you remember that. 2020 was everything. Everything bad besides, folks just busting down your doors and pulling you out your house like, they did in the old days when they come to your village, burn the village down and shit. It's like that didn't happen. It was getting close to it. But everything else happened. When niggas were out there, they buying damn all the toilet paper up. I'm like, y'all gonna be shitting like that at the house, dog? That's what I was trying to figure out. We go in there, they was like, "Man, limit two rolls per customer." I was like, "Folk in here buying toilet paper like that?" I was like, "But folk were cutting up, all right, because they're like, man, we gonna be at home. We gonna be working from home." And I don't know if you've seen this, Corey. There's a lot of companies they cutting out that work from home shit. They cutting it out. They ain't feeling it no more. Uh, and I got a feeling just because shit won't get done. That'll be my number one takeaway. I mean, what do you think about it?
About the people buying toilet paper?
Oh no, about the work from home shit. Because people are buying toilet paper because they're gonna be working from home. They're gonna be at home all the time. But now we see the reverse flip where they're like, man, you need to get your ass back in the office immediately.
Okay, so my take on COVID as a whole in 2020 and everything was it was unquestionably intentional, released on purpose, around the world simultaneous, created in North Carolina, not in Wuhan, and it was done to implement a biomedical security state with the COVID passport and the whole 9 yards. Everything failed because people aren't that stupid. Is really what it comes down to. I believe it was a failed attempt at a global coup, and everything was the joke was on us, up to and including that fucking anal test for COVID by the fucking Chinese. It was all the dumbest shit
Oh
I
yeah.
ever heard. Canada promoting glory holes for sex. Like, are you fucking kidding me? The guys who
Yeah.
created propaganda in the first place would be like rolling over in their fucking graves if they saw all the shit that people were trying to sell. And then you got them dumb fucks like with the fucking the kids bands in school with the mask, but they cut the hole so you could blow through your fucking saxophone.
Oh yeah.
Dumbest shit ever. Dumbest shit ever. 6 foot, suck my dick. Sorry.
Yeah.
The whole fucking thing was a scam on purpose. Accidental bullshit, my ass. Ain't nobody gone to jail because it was a scam. Period. That's why you ain't go see Fauci go to jail. You ain't gonna see none of them go to jail because then they got to admit. And it's all about American prestige. That's what I've concluded about everything. The reason they lie about everything is American prestige. They got to maintain we're the best. And when people see what they really been doing, it's like, holy shit, you ain't the best. And they become pariahs. So that's kind of how that's my take on everything. That's why we'll never get truth about nothing. Not Kennedy, not nothing.
No, you can't. You can't put the truth out there. That's why they shut down Doge. They shut down Doge because they were like, dog, y'all finding too much shit, okay? Y'all need to go home. I mean, because this shit affecting everybody's pocket now, so y'all just take it on to the house. We appreciate y'all for being here. I mean, that was it. They shut him down like 8 months early, 6 to 8 months early. And they never implemented like anything that they found to save money. They're just like none of it was ever voted on or anything. It's just like they were just there. Cause that shit was like the talk of the town early on. What we talking about? Like February, March, April, May. And then like when Elon left, Bo, it nosedived. Cause Elon's like, man, I ain't sticking around for this shit. Y'all niggas ain't gonna do nothing no way. So let me go back and damn build these robots. You know what I'm saying? Build this Optimus robot that can then wash your clothes, cook your meal, then jack you off afterwards. I mean, that's what I'm looking to build. So I mean, everybody knows what the deal. Well, everybody who's in the know knows what the deal is as far as when it comes to anything involving the government. Is that at the end of the day, they're just people. Like I think people pedestalize them because some of them get up there and they talk well and they dress in a suit, you know what I'm saying, and they really mean business. But I'm like, at the end of the day, they're just people with ambitions and families, and they're trying to line their pockets and make sure that they're good, their kids are good, their grandkids are good, and really fuck everybody else. I mean,
I'm all for getting rid of Congress. I think the whole concept of America is good in the beginning. 1700s, early 1800s. You got 50 million people in the whole country. It's easy to manage. Our current system just doesn't work. So the bottom line is the split second you introduce. So democracy is a myth. It doesn't exist. It's totally fake. It's like complete bullshit. And so the split second you introduce a vote, you create multiple industries surrounding lobbying. And the split second you introduce lobbying, you introduce bribery and corruption and ultimately blackmail. So the concept of democracy doesn't do anything but lead to inevitable corruption, period, in 100% of cases. And so it's just stupid. The whole concept is stupid. Our politicians do not do what we want them to do. They do what the donors want. Citizens United made sure of that. So I just get rid of the whole system. The whole system of voting and everything I'd just get rid of. It's just retarded. You really need one guy who really believes in the fundamental principles of the country, and he'll take the country in that direction. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
One guy. But we ain't got that guy. We never will have that guy. So we're left with the system we have. It's unfortunate. This is why World War II is such a big deal to this very day, because this is exactly what Hitler was. Hitler was the one guy who the vast majority of the 90+% of the country agreed with, and he was doing everything that the citizens wanted. You know, there was no unemployment, there was no hunger, there was no homelessness, none of that stuff. You know, there were sacrifices had to be made to achieve that, but nonetheless, I think that's a much better system than we're working with today.
Yeah, the system is made so you feel like you have some type of say. Because at the end of the day, people want to feel like they can manifest their destiny as far as their lives, their kids' life, grandkids, things of that nature, via who they vote for and what policies they put in place. But it really doesn't work because, as you said, I mean, the people with the money are calling them up and say, "Hey, man, you know, $300,000 if you damn, you know, kind of push some shit my way. Gotcha." I mean, that's it. And I mean, it's all of them. Like, even the ones that, you know, say it ain't, it is. What is it, like Marjorie Taylor Greene? I know she's leaving. She said, you know, she's had enough. But she
There's
ain't
more to it
leaving
than
before
that.
she
There's
gets
got
her
to be more to
pension.
it. She had to be threatened on some level, because
You
she
think
don't go
so?
from being Marjorie Taylor Greene to just walking away. It just doesn't. I just don't buy that. Something happened on the back end that we don't know about, and I don't know what.
Oh, is that right?
I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. Well, why? When you say threaten, you talking about a life threaten?
Or some kind of blackmail threaten.
Oh, okay. You don't think somebody? You think they might got a sex tape or something?
No, it's always financial
Like,
shit,
yeah.
man. It's always financial shit. Oh, we know you got this house over here that you know, the Letitia James story, right? Every
Oh
one of
yeah,
these,
yeah, yeah.
every one of these people got a Letitia James story. Every one of these people does shady shit with their taxes. Every one of these people does shady shit with their housing. They take advantage of every loophole and they always fuck up. You know, so I'm sure they got
Mhm.
something on her from a financial end. Or like, look, you can step down, or we're going to pursue this, or something along those lines.
Yeah, the what is it? I think this was some reports that she allegedly came into her position in Congress with was her net worth 700,000, and she's leaving and her net worth's like 22 million in 5 years. Like that's I don't even know what that means. What that's supposed to mean. I'm like, what? Hey, maybe she just invested well. You know what I'm saying? And that sound right.
All these motherfuckers need to go to prison. All of them.
Yeah, they probably do, but he would just leave it open for some other niggas to come in there and work the shit.
The only people who want that
Okay, so
job are the only people who want that job are megalomaniacs who have a fucking power complex in the first place. Period.
right, but there's unfortunately there's no shortage of those people. That's the unfortunate part. Like as much as I would like to see, you know, things change for the best. I just kind of sit down and I'm like, it just is what it is. I don't even know. Like I'm sitting here, I try to wrap my head around, you know, how things could be different or better. I'm just like, if I look throughout all empires, all countries, every stage of them, it just turns to shit.
Yep.
Even with the best of intentions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because eventually the people who had the best of intentions, they die. You can only hold on for so long.
Or they get murdered like Jim Trafficant. Jim Trafficant was a
Whichever
fucking
one.
Jim Trafficant was around in the 80s or 90s, and he was very anti-Israel, and he was like they're a bunch of thieves and criminals, and they stole our nuclear material. And then he died because he got run over with his own lawnmower.
Oh,
So
so some damn Final Destination shit.
some Final Destination. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened to him. So
was this one of those zero turn motor lawnmowers or what we got? I mean, come on now. It's like, yeah, he just happened to get his head chopped off by his own lawnmower. It's like, I'm trying to get the logistics of this. So did he leave it running? Because I seen this. I seen this in a movie. It's called The Happening. I don't know if you remember that, but there was the one scene where
where the trees made people
I
jump off
think,
buildings and shit.
yeah. And they were looking out there and they were like, "What's that guy doing?" And he turned his lawnmower on and he went laid in front of it and it ran him over. Boy, you want to say, hey, look, M. Night Shyamalan, to be honest, I like most of his movies, but he did have a couple misses. All right. And The Happening was one of them.
Well, here's the thing:
It was a miss.
if he didn't have Sixth Sense, the rest of his movies never would have done shit. Sixth Sense put him on the map, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so great at twist ending that he's the twist ending guy," and so we have to go watch all his movies, and then they mostly sucked. So that's my take on him.
Oh, I don't know about mostly. So let's settle down. Mostly,
Like that one that everyone got old real quick.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was okay.
Oh, well, I mean,
We wouldn't be
the
talking about
twist
it
is that.
ever. We never would have talked about that movie ever if it wasn't for him making Sixth Sense. That's my point.
Okay, all right. So the twist on that, all right, is the fact that they're doing experiments with different drugs. That's the twist on that. So this is the actual island. So they didn't do anything to this particular island. They
Right.
found it,
Right.
and then they were like, "Hey, this is a way we can experiment with different drugs, and we can find out what they would do over time." So I guess that's quote unquote the twist on it.
Is it an
But
anti-farmer
hold
movie?
on.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's anti. I guess it would be anti-farmer, wouldn't it? I guess
And you
technically.
got to stick some message in there somewhere.
Okay, so here's what we got from M. Night Shyamalan. Okay, here's what we got. I ain't never seen this Praying with Anger. It's his first movie, 1992. I don't know what that is.
I ain't never heard of it.
Praying with Anger. Oh, it's starring him in it as well. Okay, so but then we got 1999 where it kicked off. Now I think he had a legendary first three movies. His first three movies was a legendary run. He had The Sixth Sense, he had Unbreakable, and then he had Signs. I think that's a pretty legendary run to start off with.
Signs was okay. Unbreakable was good. Yeah, I give you 2 out of 3.
Okay, but then I think this he got into his era where he was doing some misses. All right, so we had The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, and After Earth.
What the fuck
That's
is
where he
After Earth?
struggled. It's the one with Will Smith and his son.
Oh.
Yeah, where they crash land on Earth, and damn, Will Smith is hurt, and so his son has to go out and find a way for him to get off the planet. It's pretty rough because his son's like a bitch. I
Then there's somewhere dresses and shit.
yeah, man, he's a little weird. Okay, he's a little weird. Ain't no doubt about it. Okay, then I think he got back on his game. Okay, he got back on his game. The Visit. All right. Split. Glass. I thought Old was pretty good. Knock at the Cabin, I don't really consider it him because it's already a book or already a previous movie. So I don't consider that his per se.
Which one?
And then I thought Knock at the Cabin.
Oh yeah, that one was okay. It was nothing special.
Yeah, yeah, it was okay. And then Trap, I really like Trap.
I didn't see it.
Which was the one he did in 2024.
Where people go to the concert and
Well,
get killed or something, right?
no, well, the guy's at the concert with his daughter, and the FBI is there trying to find the serial killer. He's the serial killer, and so his entire thing is trying to figure out how to get out of this concert without getting caught.
Did you just give me the ending?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't give you the ending, but I thought it was pretty good because it gave it built suspense without really anybody dying. Like nobody died, but like it built suspense throughout the entire movie. So that's why I thought it was pretty good. So I think the reason M. Night Shyamalan kind of fell silent because he had that bad run from 04 to 2013. So he had a 10-year bad run, and so that soured people on M. Night Shyamalan. But I think he's kind of recovered for the most part. The Visit was a pretty good movie. I don't know if you remember that one.
I don't remember that one.
Okay, so The Visit is where the grandkids go to stay with their grandparents for a week, and the grandparents are acting weird. Well, come to find out, the grandparents are actually dead, and the people that they're with are from the damn insane asylum. They broke out and killed the grandparents and took over their identities. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Split, I thought was really good. McAvoy, Glass. So, I mean, I don't know if he's working on anything right now, but I thought M. Night Shyamalan did pretty good. I mean, he's not, he's not what's it, James Cameron and all these other boys who have these big time blockbusters. He doesn't have blockbusters per se. These other boys, they have these big flamboyant budgets. His is a little bit more grounded. He doesn't really have a whole bunch of special effects and stuff in his movies per se. So his is a little bit more grounded. You got some Spielberg, James Cameron. What's another big name? What's the
I
big
can't
name
even think of one.
directors? What's the let's see, big name directors, movie directors. I got them on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of them right off. Christopher Nolan, Ridley Scott, Martin Scorsese, these big names. So I think his budgets are a little bit more subdued. Let's just say that. Whereas, these other guys, they got these big bloated budgets and they always have these flashy movies. Which I think the Fire and Ash is coming out. The third Avatar is coming out right here shortly.
It's funny. I watched Critical Drinker's take on Avatar recently, and the guy made some really good points. Absolutely massive blockbuster movie, costs hundreds of millions to make, and they come and go, and they leave zero impact on the culture. Like nobody's talking about the new Avatar movie. Nobody's buying Avatar action figures. Like Avatar leaves zero impression on the general public. It just comes and goes, and that's it. And he's very right about that. It really doesn't have much of an impact on shit.
They make a ton of money.
And that's it. But there's not like a ton of money, but they don't leave anything with the culture at all.
Yeah, there's nothing lingering. I wonder why that is.
Because they suck. It's very simple. They suck. They're stupid.
Corey, but they make a ton of money, though. It's like $1 billion movies every time. Like every time.
Maybe.
I mean, Corey says they suck.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah. Man, so that's the whole so hey, it's just because they suck. I mean, don't worry about it. That's it. There's nothing more here to see. They're just terrible. That's all there is to it. Well, that's crazy. Well, you're right, and he's not wrong either. because the Fire and Ash is coming out. I mean, I've seen a couple commercials, but
You see the last Avatar, the second one?
I seen it on my TV screen, and I'm like, dude, that thing is fucking 2 hours and like 50
You
minutes. I'm
see,
like,
zero
God.
impact. Like you don't even want to watch the fucking thing. You haven't even seen it. That's how much they suck. You didn't want to even spend the 2 hours plus on it.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the first Avatar that was that. Avatar Way of Water is 3 hours and 12 minutes. I'm like, do I want to stick around for this for 3 hours? Like, I like, if a movie's 3 hours long, I'm really debating stuff. And this is me at the house where I've got 3 hours to burn. It ain't like I'm at the theater and I got to hold my cock for 3 hours because I got to pee. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't like that. This is me at the house. And I'm like, I literally, like, me and my girlfriend was sitting there one Sunday, and I clicked on, I was sitting there looking at it. She's like, "Are we gonna watch that?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna pick some B movie to watch this hour 45 minutes." Like, I'd rather watch 2 movies than to watch just one 3-hour movie. It's just something about it, man. When the movies are long like that, I'm like, "Fuck, man." The only one that was long like that I didn't feel like was boring was, what was it, the last 2 Avengers movie, Infinity War and, Endgame, because shit was happening. So I was like, at no point in time was I tired. I don't know, something about Avatar make me tired. They make me sleepy.
So I watched a couple Marvel movies recently. I just canceled all my shit. I fucking had Disney
Okay.
Plus and all that. I went through a month or two where I did a bunch of like get the deal for the movie streaming channel. All of them
Yeah.
suck, by the way. But there's not one single streaming service that has more than like 2 or 3 days worth of shit to watch. They all are fucking terrible. But I watched Captain America, the first one, really good movie. I watched the
Mhm.
second one, Winter Soldier. Eh, it was okay. It had its moments, but it was eh. And then
The
the
Winter
third one,
Soldier?
yeah, Winter Soldier.
That's the critically acclaimed one.
Yeah, I like the first one a lot better.
Okay,
Um,
alright.
and maybe it was just at the time period. I like the old stuff. And then I watched what was the third one? The third one,
Civil War.
Civil War. Um, yeah, again, meh. It was okay. I don't like the direction that Captain America went. I don't like the Marvel universe. These guys don't need to be teaming up for shit. The overlap in movies, they just try to get you to watch every movie because the movie you didn't want to see has some little 5-minute thing in it that connects to the next movie you do want to see. So they force you to watch all the shit to get an understanding of what's happening. Like, just fuck them and their money grubbing everything.
Corey, but it ain't like they didn't do this in the comics, though.
Comics are
They
different.
just
You can
picked it
do
up from
anything
the
in comics.
comics.
You can put
Okay.
Scooby Doo on the moon in the motherfucking comics. Like, you can do anything you want. Movies are different.
Scooby-Doo.
But
That's what I'm saying, Corey.
unfortunately, I'm going to be forced to delve back into this Marvel universe very soon. Unfortunately, I say
You talking
unfortunately
about
because
Doomsday?
no, I'm talking about I've been playing a hell of a lot of Magic the Gathering lately, and I really like their like they have these sets that are like beyond universes. They're different sets, like they're not core Magic
Mhm.
sets. They're like have whatever funky ass shit going on. Like they have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set coming out, which I'm passing
Okay,
on.
okay.
But I just collected most of the Spider-Man set, and the Spider-Man set is actually pretty cool. And so they're coming out with a Marvel superheroes set in I think March or April, and I'm going to have to dig into that. And so because that's a good set, the set's looking like it's going to be pretty good, and so I'm going to have to dig into that, which means I'll probably have to be up on my Marvel stuff. So I'm probably going to have to go back through some of it. But I feel like Marvel's just been beat to death. Like DC isn't even as beat to death as Marvel is. Marvel's like that fucking hooker that everybody's had a round with, and now everyone's had like 10 rounds with her. And it's like, oh, you still here? Fuck.
Man said, like, hooker, go home. It's like, man, ain't you done hooking yet? Still hooking. But she be 65-year-old still trying to sell pussy. You be like, damn, girl. But man, stop selling
But
pussy.
ultimately, I mean, the Marvel universe is dead. If you ask me, I mean, the last shit they put out with the fucking Eternals, and then what was the one after that? I don't even know. It was so stupid. Like, it's
Oh,
done.
well, Black Widow, Eternals. You had Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was decent.
That was some DEI bullshit. Nobody gives a fuck about no
The
Chinese.
10 rings. Yeah, but they were throwing rings and shit, kicking niggas in the face and shit. What else we got? We got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Sucked.
Uh, we
Banging
got
that fucking homeboy down in the fucking Never Never Land. What the fuck? Cheating on her man.
yeah.
God damn it. I don't care if you're
Yeah,
in a
we
small
got
land.
Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
That was
Uh,
junk. Hey, let's make a Black Panther movie with no Black Panther in it.
yeah, well they said they let Shuri be it. I was just like, oh my god, no. Just replace Chadwick Boseman. One of my favorite shows of all time, Spartacus. That nigga died like right after he made the first season, and they found somebody who looked just like him and put him right in there immediately. It's just like, hey man,
I
I'm
like that
sorry
show
you
because they had a
dead.
lot of titties in it. That was all I remember from that
No, it
show is they had
did.
a lot of titties.
I love that show. And matter of fact, because they had to find somebody who looked almost identical to the guy who was playing Spartacus that died, they took a season and went back in time and made another character, Gannicus, but still put him in the House of Biotis and made it tie all in the third season. I was like, where are these writers at now? They were like, oh shit, our main character died. What are we gonna do? Because people are loving this show. It's like, okay, can you create something before Spartacus got there with a main character who would just be good as Spartacus? It's like,
Look, here's the
yeah, I
deal.
think we can do
Just
that.
add more
Mhm.
titties, man. I don't care. You got a hiccup in your show, add more titties to it, and people ain't gonna care. It's the secret of all Hollywood. That's why in the 80s, every movie had titties in it.
Yeah, that's
They're making some low ass budget shit. They put some titties, man. They did all right.
yeah. It said, man, I don't really know what the movie's about, but I did see a rack a
I
few
still don't
times.
get
So
it, man.
I mean,
I see a rack and I'm like, whoa. Even after I'm 50 years old, I see tits. I'm still like, whoa.
yeah.
God did a good job with the chemical imprinting, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's something about that. It's something about that. But yeah. So yeah, on the Black Panther, man, it just pick somebody to replace him, man, and roll from there. But no, what we had 30 minutes of a tribute to him. And look, man, I ain't trying to speak ill of the dead, but I'm like, this shit should have been 5 minutes and we should have moved on. If this is the right way you were gonna go. Niggas was beating drums and dancing and shit and Ray, I was like, but and the explanation for his death is like, oh well, he got sick. I'm like, man, the Black Panther, he done ate this the purple herb or the purple plant, and they got these superpowers. You mean to tell me what got him? The disease that should not be named. Did that clip him? Tell me Cosby got him. Come on now. And I'm like, come on, bud. I said, this is a bad time to say he died of some sickness. So we had that Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania. Let's see what else we had. We had the Marvels. Oh my God. You want to talk about a waste of money? They just the Disney. If you ever feel like you just need to give money away, mine and Corey's bank account is wide open. Oh, I mean, it's wide open, baby. And you ain't got to give me no 100 million. A cool 500,000 to do. You know what I'm saying? Just use it as a charitable tax write off, and you'd be good. So you had that. Like I said, Ant Man and the Wasp, which was that was not great. What else we had? Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder. Phew, man,
That
they
might be one
tore
of the
that's
worst movies ever. Like the way they, dude, did he fucked somebody's wife, dude? I'm telling you, bro. That guy fucked somebody's wife because they fucking wrecked him in how many movies in a row? Made him fat and shit. Like that was
yeah,
a
made him fat.
humiliation. That was a humiliation ritual. Period.
Yeah, they made Thor a loser. They made him a loser. Like he's a straight up loser now. I'm like, why is Thor a loser? He just walking around joking and shit, cutting. I'm like, and then we had you went and got Christian Bale. Okay, you went and got a big name actor to play Gore the God Butcher. To not see that nigga butcher no gods. I was looking for him to be butchering folk. I was like, why'd you go get Christian Bale? Man, you could have got some no-name dude just stuck him in there and did the same shit.
I guess they were
Especially
probably thinking that he would bring in some views or something.
Let me tell you something. Okay, all right. So here's the issue, and I think this is the issue with a whole lot of with the gaming community and stuff like that too. If you made your game, or if the origination of your movies is back during the late 2000s, so it'd be 2007, 8, 9, and through the 2010s. If that's when you were making it, dog, you got to come up with something fresh for these young niggas, because the only people that you're trying to appeal to is the millennial folk, the folks that's anywhere between the ages of about 33 to about 55. If you're trying to get some new folk on board, man, you need to come with some fresh material. That's just it, man. Because I talk to folks about some of these old movies. I'm talking about old Marvel movies. They be like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Bro, this shit came out like 2012." They're like, "Oh yeah, I was 2." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot that I'm getting old." I'm like, "Oh." So that's the issue. Like that, they're putting this stuff out and thinking, "Oh, this is going to appeal to a new audience," and it's not. And like the audience that you are appealing to, like now, a lot of them grown up, got kids, got careers, and they ain't got time to fuck with you because it's not worthwhile. Like you're not making anything worthwhile. And so that's the issue. Even I talked about like in the game I play Destiny, and they talk about player count and stuff. I'm like, I was like, dude, this game came out when I was fucking 22. Was I 22? 2014. No, I was a little bit older than that. 26. No, 28. I was 28. So I'm like, so the people that I was playing with at that point in time, a lot of these motherfuckers was in high school and college, and now they grown up, and they're like, man, why ain't they got the player count? I was like, well, they got older, they got kids, they got careers, they got jobs, so they moved away from the game. So you need to try to appeal to a younger audience, and you can't appeal to the younger audience when they can't play your game because you've deleted most of the shit. Like, I've still got the collector's box for Destiny 2. You can't play that shit. Like, it's not in the game anymore. They deleted it. They say content vaulting, but the Red War campaign is the main campaign of Destiny 2 when it came out, because the Cabal had figured out how to block the light, so your Guardians didn't have the light, and the light. This is gonna sound weird, but Guardians are zombies. Okay, that's what they are. The light comes in the form of a ghost and it reanimates a dead corpse. So you're a zombie. That's pretty much what you are, imbued by the light. And so the Cabal had figured out how they made a mechanism that would block the Traveler's light from making it to your ghost. Therefore, you couldn't regenerate, after you died, because the ghost would resurrect you. So somebody would kill you, your ghost would resurrect your body
So
once again.
here's the problem I have with some games lately, because I'm a gamer. I haven't played in the last couple of weeks because going to Miami threw off my whole fucking routine. But the problem I have with games lately, I'll give you 2 examples. 2 games I really like that I got playing a good bit was Enshrouded and Grounded 2. Both of these are still on, when Steam does like early access, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you fucking played a game for a month or 2, you finish all the content, and then you got nothing to do until they put out another update. So I got 2 games who I'm falling behind in that came out.
Mm-hmm.
We cleared through the content, and then we sit around for months waiting for new stuff, and then the new stuff comes out, and it's hard to get back into the rhythm of the game. You know what I mean? It's hard because you're picking up in the middle, it feels like, as opposed to when you buy a
Right.
completed game, you can just play the game all the way through. That's not how shit is going lately, it seems, and it's very frustrating, especially with Grounded 2. We knocked out all the stuff in Grounded 2 in like a month, and we just been kind of like twiddling our thumbs, waiting for the new content updates. So it's
Like
like,
everything moved to a live service game. Everything moved to a
Right.
live service game.
Right.
So this is where you have content droughts and things of that nature. Especially if you're interested in it and you want more content, which I understand that it takes time to create stuff, make sure it runs correctly and all that stuff. Okay. And so just because I understand that doesn't mean that everybody else doesn't understand it. Motherfuckers everywhere think that you're just dropping French fries whenever it comes to anything you do. I'm just trying to tell you. They'd be like, man, why can't you just come out with more content? I'm like, dog, I, you act like I'm at McDonald's, man. It's 2.5 minutes on the fries. It's like, but that ain't the way things work. But we need things instantaneously. Like we're always bored. If I feel like I'm getting bored, well, actually, I don't know if I'm getting bored because I go to sleep. Sleep will cure your boredom. Okay, I'm just letting people know. Like, if you ever feel like you're bored, go to sleep, and you'll wake back up, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I mean, all good. Get you a nap in. I mean, it's all good. Your body needs naps anyway. So, I mean, that's one of the issues that everything moved to a live service type of setup. And then I actually believe that they have actually drawn back on initial content to kind of expand the game years and years out. You feel that way as well?
Yeah.
So there's not as much piled into one game. That way you can kind of spread it out over time and keep revenue coming in.
I like the old days, man. Can't we just go back to the 90s forever?
Nah, you could grab booty in the '90s and it was okay.
I like the
It's
90s a
frowned
lot.
upon now.
The 90s were really good to me.
He said that is really good. You could grab some booty back then. Seeing how we're on top of movies, let's go into to our main topic. Netflix, Warner Brothers, Paramount. We've got a little bit of a bidding war.
All
Of
right, let's
course.
just cut to the chase here. This story is not about Netflix, and it's not about Paramount, and it's not about Warner Brothers. It's
Well,
about
okay,
the
let's
Jews.
go. Let's go.
The Jews. That's what it's about. So you got top Jew Larry Ellison, who just bought motherfucking Paramount and all the shit, right? Skydance.
Hmm.
And why did he buy it up? He bought it up because first it started with TikTok. He bought TikTok because TikTok was talking. They were letting everybody talk shit about the Jews, and so they couldn't have that, so they had to buy the platform. All that shit about China getting your information was bullshit. It was about the Jews, and so he bought that. And so then what does he buy? He bought Paramount and CBS and all this shit, and puts a bunch of Jews in charge of everything. And then he tried to buy Warner Brothers to put his Jews in charge of that fucking shit. But then Netflix comes along and gets the deal. Make no mistake about it. Netflix is just a different bunch of Jews. That's what this is about. It wasn't the right Jews who were buying the shit. That's why there's still a hostile takeover being attempted. That's why there's any commotion at all. It's because it wasn't the right Jews buying the shit. That's what this is about. It's about Jews controlling the message, period. So I don't give a goddamn fuck. I don't really care about none of that shit. Hollywood's dead. Netflix is dead. All these fucking streaming services suck. YouTube sucks. The whole world sucks. And it's all because of Jews. There you go.
Corey got full crash out. Corey with a full crash out. Man says, let's cut to the chase. The Jews. It's like, it's a damn. I was going to delve you a little bit deeper.
Bro, it's all about the Jews. You know why your toilet paper is only 3 fingers?
Eloquently.
Because of Jews. Jews made your toilet paper 3 fingers, okay? They're behind everything.
Man, I said, man, they got that much control. It's your toilet paper's only 3 fingers because of you guessed it. It's just hey, whatever. Insert here, Jew. What you say happened again? Where's Jew at in that sentence? It's either beginning or the end. It's in there somewhere. I know it is. Well, look, here's the deal. Okay. So we got Warner Brothers, of course, they're selling, and we got Netflix that supposedly won the bid, but they won the bid by offering less money than Paramount did.
Yeah, they didn't want to sell them for some reason.
And so Paramount said, "Oh no, like they're trying to take this to court because they're like, I mean, it don't make shit or take it to the shareholders as well." But they're like, "Okay, well, how about this? I think the last number I seen they said $108 billion cash." I'm like, "What do you mean cash? Y'all got $108 billion cash laying around somewhere? In what?" But that's the number I seen right here recently that they talking about, to purchase Warner Brothers. Now, when you purchase Warner Brothers, you get some names now. Okay. Mainly numero uno, the Batman IP. Of course, you get everything on HBO, but that DC IP and the Batman IP that's a heavy hitter. Okay. And so that's one of those ones that you don't want to let slip through your fingers. And I think, and to be honest, like, of course, Marvel didn't have much say over this because they were a failing company for the longest of time until the actual Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like they were really in a bad way. But with Fox having the rights, Fox and Sony having the rights over X-Men and Spider-Man, it really handcuffed them. Which I think they're finally going to get X-Men.
It seems like
I
Sony
think
did a
in
better
2
job.
years.
Sony did a better job. The Sony shit was good. Sony made that Spider-Man movie with all the
Right.
Spider-Man in it.
Right. Right. Yeah. So there are battles over these IPs, especially if we're talking about fan favorite. Like there'll be Batman movies until the world doesn't exist. Could we agree on that?
Yes.
I mean, every 20 years there'll be a new set of Batman movies. I mean, it just will be.
Is there a sequel to the Batman coming out?
2027. Yeah, I mean it's a long ways away. James Gunn's supposed to have his own Batman, but he's the Supergirl movie's next. I'm like, hold on a second.
Nobody gives a fuck about your woman and protagonist. Like, fuck off. Get back in the kitchen, bitch.
Yeah, the Supergirl. Hold on, I got some action right here.
Get in the kitchen and make me some super dinner.
Come on, man said maybe some super dinner. Come on now. I think they're kind of making her ass. Oh, that ain't what I want. That's a Supergirl TV show. That shit is dumb. Yeah, because it's gonna be Supergirl. I don't even think it's gonna be Superwoman. The teaser. Here we go. Supergirl teaser. All right. We got right here. Where is this shit at? I'd seen it earlier today. Oh, here we go. Here we go. And now this looks like it might be bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the way James Gunn said that his universe was gonna go, I'm like, hold on a second, man. He taking a turn on this shit. Let's see. Let's let this play out.
Peeing on Superman?
Did most of it on the paper this time.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, buddy.
Man, if ever there was a role for Sydney Sweeney, this is it.
Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe. It's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Her Tom didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
you have this on your planet? Have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What's Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
First notice. So again, they're using the old music to save on licensing for music, which is retarded. They probably got that song pretty cheap. She's a decent level of hot, combined with her drunkenness. I'd hit it. So
Okay, all right.
I think she could be okay. But this is a role that was made for Sydney Sweeney. If you can't see Sydney Sweeney in this, I don't know how the fuck they didn't get her. She would be badass in this motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I maybe they didn't think she was gonna have enough requisite fighting skills in order to pull it off. I guess she could train for a while.
Yeah, they train everybody.
She could do some training. Yeah, so, but the fact that there's a Supergirl movie coming out a year after the Superman movie, I'm just like, DC, what y'all doing? Like,
They're trying to bridge these two movies, obviously.
right. Which they stuck Supergirl at the end of the Superman movie. So, for whatever that's worth, of course. So it's just like, I should have seen that coming, seeing how they put that in there. But I was thinking that maybe they were going to do something different, and they didn't. So this is one of the IPs that's being vied for by Netflix. Now, there's been some rumors that if Netflix does get Warner Brothers, that they may reintroduce the Snyderverse. Because as you know, Snyder has done the Rebel Moon movies for Netflix. So there's some rumblings about that as well.
I don't think it's going to mean much. We've seen corporate consolidation over the years forever. I don't think it's going to have much of a effect on what we currently get. So I'm not
Right.
sweating over it. I just don't want Larry Ellison to get it because he's the wrong Jew to have it.
Right. Now, some people are like, they're like freaking out over this. They're like, man, if Netflix gets it, it's over for Hollywood cinema. I was like, hasn't that clock been ticking already?
They tried to kill movies in 2020.
I mean, they tried their damnedest. I mean, and I think they were pretty damn successful, to be honest. Like they were. You got to think in 2019, Aquaman came out and made like $800 million. They might have made $1 billion. They might have made $1 billion. It was like it's anywhere between 800 to $1 billion. Aquaman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like people don't understand it. There was movies making $1 billion like back in the damn 90s and 2000s. Niggas tickets weren't that damn expensive. Like, so when somebody's like, "Oh man, they made $1 billion now," I was like, for inflation, I'm like, you ain't make no money. I mean, like I these big IPs is like, man, if you're not making damn $800-900 million, bro, you ain't made no money. Like at all, with the way you got to split money with the, as far as your marketing and then with the theaters and all this other stuff. It's just like, I don't. Obviously, money's being printed and given to these companies. I mean, I don't know any other way to see it, because I don't know how Disney can keep taking L's like they taking. I think what was it, in 2023, they said that the last 8 movies they had made, what was it, that Disney had made, they had lost like $900 million.
Oh my God. So if I'm not mistaken, they make most of their money from their theme parks still. Is that correct? Do you know? I think Disney as a company makes a lot of their money from the theme parks.
I would assume that would have to be the case, because I know it's not ESPN. They constantly laying folk off all the time. So I know that can't be their cash cow. So I would assume I think they recently went up on their ticket prices to get into Disney World as well. So I would assume that would still be the resort and all the things surrounding it. There's still a bunch of people that go out there. Like I said, when me and my girlfriend went last year, the only place I really wanted to take her was the Animal Kingdom because it's animals. I'm not gonna ride rides. I could gives a fuck. I was like, we can go out there and see the animals and she'll enjoy that. All right. So parking was parking. $30 to put your car in a spot. All right, fair enough. Then to walk in that door. To walk in the door. $315.
For 2 people?
Mm-hmm. To walk in the door.
That's a lot of money. And then you
Yeah.
gotta spend money on food and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's just, hey, yeah, I'm here and I want to walk in. Okay, do you want to get a pass for other, like a 4-day pass and it covers, like a bunch of the other parks and stuff like that? It's like, well, no, I don't want to do that. It'd be $315. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm here, so I mean, I ain't be like, nah, yeah, I'm gonna get back on the shuttle. I'm going back. I don't give a fuck about all this shit. I done paid for parking. We gonna go see some animals today. We gonna get on this little bus. We gonna ride around. And I ain't gonna lie, the scariest shit I seen out there is the wild dogs. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit. The wild dogs is the scariest shit. Okay, because the cats really don't scare me that much. And it ain't because they're not vicious. It's because they would just kill you outright. You know what I'm saying? Cats go for the jugular. They kill outright. Dogs do not. Them motherfuckers, Bo, I've seen them, man, they're damn nip at your belly. Your guts be hanging out and they be eating you alive. I'm like, these man. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, they vicious. So that's just one part. So we're talking about Animal Kingdom. That's just one part. You got Magic Kingdom, you got Epcot, I mean, only let me see how much money they make a day at Disney. How much does Disney World make a day? Here we go. They say that Disney World roughly earns $36 million in revenue per day. Huh. Holy shit, dude.
Is that just for pass? Is that just to get in the door? That ain't even the restaurants or none of that, is it?
Well, this is a combination. Hold on. So this is tickets, food, merchandise, hotels, and more. So yeah, it costs them $100 million a year in electricity. That shit is crazy as fuck, man. $36 million a day. What the fuck, man? I mean, how, dude? Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Those are the 4 places. $36 million a day. Holy shit, dude. That's fucking crazy, man. And then they go blow it all on a ragged ass movie. I'm trying to figure the thing out. Like you make that, then you turn around and make some old shit movie. I'm just like, it's like, it's like, hold on, man. Y'all did so well to get asses in the seats at Disney. Then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna blow the money on this terribly made movie, and then you gonna run it back. You just gonna keep running it back. Yeah, let's run it back. Now their animations make a bunch of money, and that's probably what they're banking on. So I think anytime Disney does an animation, it's about $1 billion. And they've got the Lion King too, don't they?
Yeah.
Disney's the Lion King, right? Yeah. So about every 5 to 10 years, they can make a Lion King movie, and it's $1 billion. And just keep telling the same story, and folks go see the Lion King. I'm waiting for them to make another Free Willy movie. I mean, they've redone everything else. Why ain't we redone the Free Willy movie?
Well, because obviously he's free, and so there you go.
So Willie's already free, so they need to make a movie for him. They keep making Mufasa and all this shit. Come on,
They make
man.
some dumb shit that I don't give a fuck. I don't give who the fuck gives a fuck about Mufasa or like any like there's some Hawaiian bitch who's like in the fucking anime. They try
Oh,
to
Moana.
they
Yeah.
DEI'd fucking all their animation, so nobody wants to see the shit. At least I don't want to see the
Yeah,
shit.
so, it's that little
Anything
key is
DEI'd, I
low-key.
don't want nothing to do with.
Oh, for it, we're just trying to get some diversity in your diet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good, thanks. You can keep your diversity.
You see, we're supposed to be looking towards the future, Corey, and the future is diversity. Okay,
Thank God I only got
is it
25
not?
years to go.
Listen, I won't have to hang around for it for long.
No, I was genuinely born way too late. I wish I wasn't living in this current generation. I'm not going to miss the fucking world after I'm gone. I tell you that.
Okay.
Like peak civilization was probably late 1800s Germany, but as far as America, peak civilization was the 80s and 90s, and it's just been a downward slide ever since. The technological age fucked us. You know, the Unabomber was right, and so yeah,
Okay.
we're kind of just forced to live here in this technocratic fucking
Man said the
nonsense.
Unabomber was right. It's is that gonna be your next post?
That should be on my
Let that just
tombstone.
be your post. The Unabomber was right. We can go all the way out. So let's say that because there's still a bunch of paperwork and stuff that needs to be drawn up. You got to go through court, arbitration, all this other shit. So let's say Netflix does um, absorb Warner Brothers. How in any way would that change the aspect of cinema as we know it, or do we believe it would, or would it kind of stay status quo as it
No,
is
I
now?
think it'll stay status quo, and I think that it'll just give them the first dibs on the streaming when the stuff is out of the movies.
Right. So they would just get everything pretty
Yeah.
much. They would get 75% of IPs. Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to think of who else is out there. Yeah, because then you got HBO. A lot of shit goes directly to them. Warner Bros. Yeah. So Netflix would have almost close to a monopoly. Now, what was the other company? I think Comcast was trying to get in on as well. I didn't know Comcast was still a big player in anything.
Yeah, they're a big player in the cable world.
Yeah, so I think they were trying to get in on potentially acquiring Warner Brothers, but I don't think their bid was nowhere near as high as Paramount or Netflix. But it does seem like Paramount's going to try to fight this tooth and nail to try to snag this victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, because they want to
Your
fucking
boy.
control everything. It'd be one guy, Larry Ellison, controlling basically 60%
All
of the media.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one aspect nobody's really talked about. Of course you picked up on it. But from the other stuff that I watched, people weren't picking up on that. They were talking more how like movie theaters and stuff would be affected. I'm like, dog, the
Well,
movie theater thing is like that's dying.
so
Okay.
there was, once upon a time in the golden age, going to the movie theater was as big a deal as like going to the theater or to a musical or a play or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was getting out of the house and going to do something special. It's not the case anymore. We don't have to leave the house to do stuff special. We got all this entertainment pumped right into our fucking our noggin right here at home, right? So the digital age kind of curbed a lot of that. I'd be interested in seeing statistically over the years what have things like plays and musicals and orchestras and stuff like that done compared to movies. I would gander that they have dwindled also. Like all entertainment you would have to leave your house to go do, I think has dwindled. That's why there were vacation spots like Vegas where people would go to and enjoy that, because that would be the big getting out and doing stuff thing, right? That's different from home, but even that's waning these days. Like people just don't see the need to leave home anymore, and that's what it comes down to. And that'll never change. I don't think. I think it'll only get worse.
Right. And one of the main things that's keeping people at the house is the fact that they know it's going be on their TV screen within a month.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Back in the day when a movie went to theater, Bo, if it was in theater in January, you won't watching that thing till about November
If you're
at the
lucky.
house.
Shit, I remember back in
Yeah.
the day, my dad used to copy videotapes from the video store. You had the 2 VCRs, you know what I mean, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A movie would come out in the movies, and you wouldn't see that shit on VHS for like fucking year. It was not like out of the movies,
Yeah.
and then it was like you waited and you waited and you fucking waited, and then the shit came out like it was new again. So
Yeah.
we were just
Yeah.
spoiled in this day and age.
Yeah. If you didn't go watch it, dog, you won't watching it for a while. Like everybody would be talking to you about it, and you're like, man, I can't wait to see it. But she gonna be a minute. You're gonna be hanging out waiting. That's just all there was to it. So it gave a sense of urgency, and that's what the movies is missing. Is a sense of urgency, because people will purchase when they have a sense of urgency, but when you just hand everything out, they're like, I ain't got to
And
go
so I
because I'll
remember
have it right here shortly.
my dad took me to see. I saw all 3 Star Wars in the theaters. I saw the original Star Wars in like a re-release around 1980, but I remember my dad taking me to Return of the Jedi, and it was a huge deal that I was going to the movies with my dad to see this thing. It was a huge deal, and you got there, and they had people in costumes, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
it was a major event. You don't get that anymore. I don't care what the movie is. Star Wars don't even do that shit no more. So
Right.
I don't think anything ever will. I don't think anything ever will.
Yeah. Well,
That's just a forgotten era.
it's just so it's got to be something that's epic, man. I don't know, like
What can they possibly do? They tried to epic everything out. That's why they did all this multiverse shit, because it was epic. And the Batman stuff, that was
yeah,
pretty epic back in the day.
yeah,
But nothing's epic
yeah.
anymore.
With the Christopher Nolan stuff, the Christopher Nolan stuff was good.
See, I
But
think
the
Homeboy with Avatar makes those movies the way he does in 3 hours long because he thinks those are going to be epics, and they ain't. People don't give a fuck.
yeah, like Fire and Ash, this shit's gonna be 3 hours and 15 minutes. Like, there ain't no way in this hell of the next I'm going to a movie theater for 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It just ain't, man.
Yep.
Like no. Like hell no. Fuck no. No. Like I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, I got to watch it. No. Because you know why? Isn't Avatar Disney? Is that right?
I think so.
It should be on Disney Plus right here shortly. It's like I was going usually me and my girlfriend go watch the Marvel movies in the theater just so we can say we watched something in the theater. And I didn't even go watch the Fantastic Four in the theater. I was just like, she was working, and I was like, usually we carve out some time. I was like, I'm not even gonna carve out no time. You know, I'm just gonna wait for it to come out on Disney Plus, and it did, and I watched it. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't go to the theater. You know, now the one I knew I wasn't going to watch the Marvels in the theater. I knew that without a shadow of a doubt. I was like, there's no way. I was like, Fantastic Four. I was like, okay. Then I watched it, and I was like, yeah, it was definitely a movie, but it just didn't hit. You know, there just wasn't much happening in it. So we've got that main issue, and I think we've talked about this before, but it's just I think it's the oversaturation of all different types of media that is making everything pretty much worse. Like everybody's thought of everything and made a movie on it.
Right.
So it's like y'all constantly putting shit out, like Netflix originals,
So
Prime originals,
when I was
Peacock
growing up-
originals.
when I was growing up, my dad had so many books. It was unbelievable how many books my dad had. I'm talking like walls and walls of bookcases full and boxes stacked with books in them, all like 1960s and 1970s, like science fiction, detective stuff, pulp fiction, that kind of shit. Every single one is an original story. Okay? There's millions of fucking books out there that are amazing. and they just give us Batman 10 times. It's like, go suck a dick. There's so much good literature out there. Just go to any old bookstore and grab a book off the fucking wall, and I promise you got something worth making a movie out of. But they don't do that. They don't do it.
So they give us Batman for the 10th time.
If I was a Hollywood writer, I would be taking these old books and just be rewriting my own versions of them and fucking turning them in.
There it is, man. So it'd be some easy money right there. But they want to do what they know. They want to go back and they want to reach for nostalgia, and we've seen that quite a bit right here recently, nostalgia bait. And so that's what we got now. You either got something that's kind of original but sucks, or you got something that's not original and sucks. So I mean, it's just like so there we are. So we appreciate everybody for being with us. Let us know your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section. The powerful one, Corey Hughes. Make sure you go to his website, coreyhughes.org. Get his book, JFK book, Warning from History, bloodyhistory.substack.com. Lee Harvey Oswald in black and white. This is his other book, Volume 1. Volume 2. Is Volume 2 still on the way early 2026?
Yeah,
Are we still feeling good about that?
February. I'm thinking by February.
Okay, so we're still
50
we're still
pages in.
feeling good. Still feeling good. If you haven't had a chance yet, go check out Corey on Fresh and Fit. You can find that on Rumble. He was there a few weeks ago, live in studio. Man was out there looking debonair. Man was dressed to the T, hair combed, trimmed, well groomed. I mean, I was like, I said, "Who's this cat?" Oh man, so go check that
You
out.
see, when I do them shows and
appreciate
people notice,
everybody.
I'd fucking just show up like I just woke up out of bed on my other shows. So
Yeah, yeah. It's all good. It's said we take you as you are. So we appreciate everybody. XQ420.com for everything I do. We'll catch y'all Sunday on day 0.